There are actually two types of champions that we have to worry about in the K1 Logistics Lost Sector. The first is Barrier, and the second is Overload. In the Artifact, you'll find only one type of anti-barrier mod, and that is Auto Rifle. And for Overload, there are actually two weapon mods, the Overload Bow and Overload Sword. Although in almost every scenario, I always choose Bow over Sword. I think it's just more consistent, and I would highly recommend using Bow over Sword. For my Overload Bow, I'm using Whispering Slab, and on it I have Killing Wind. Final Blows grant increased mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration, and Demolitionist. Kills with this weapon generate grenade energy. Activating your grenade ability reloads this weapon from reserves. I totally believe Demolitionist is an S tier perk. I love having a grenade quicker with this perk, and so if you ever get it on a bow or an auto rifle or any primary, really, I highly recommend you consider keeping it. For anti-barrier auto rifle, I'm actually using Hard Light, and that is because of its perk, the Fundamentals. Holding your reload button changes the weapon's damage type, cycling between Solar, Arc, and Void. You'll see throughout the K1 Logistics run that I actually keep it on Solar for the most part, so I can deal with the Shank Solar shields. For boss damage, I'm actually using the Linear Fusion Rifle Threaded Needle. Before the season, I would not have considered using a Linear Fusion Rifle, but because of the artifact mod Particle Deconstruction, dealing damage to a combatant with a fusion rifle or linear fusion rifle grants bonus damage with a fusion rifle or linear fusion rifle against that combatant for a short duration. This effect stacks up to 5 times. This makes linear fusion rifles and just fusion rifles in general very, very killer. This linear fusion rifle actually comes from Season of the Chosen, which was 2 seasons ago. You can actually still get this, but you have to purchase the Beyond Light Deluxe Edition to get access to previous season's activities. But in my opinion, this is one of the best linear fusion rifles right now in the game. For my subclass, I actually went with Middle Tree Arc Strider, and that was mainly for the Tempest Strike, just in case I didn't have my grenade ability. I could always interchange between the two to break these arc shields. But because of Demolitionist, and not the highest, but I still got my grenade back under a minute. So I do think that running Middle Tree with Tempest Strike definitely helped. In Raid Influx, you'll see at the end, I used the Synapse Junctions to help me clear a bunch of the ads that spawned just so I wouldn't die. This was a very, I think, useful exotic chest. I actually had to pull it from collections just because I hardly ever use this, but when I was trying to find a good build, Raid Influx definitely stood out. Alright, so let's get into the Lost Sector. Alright, so I'm actually playing back and recording over this. Okay, first thing I did was take care of the Marauders on the left side. I thought that was actually just easier instead of hopping back and forth, mainly because they're more of an annoyance than anything, and I would rather have them dealt with instead of having to come back over and kill them. Now I'm going to hop over after I get around that debris. Throw a grenade so I can break the Captain's shield and just finish it really quickly, and then get behind cover. Right here was kind of annoying. There's no really good angle without the sniper seeing you, and they're always being protected by the barrier servitor. Okay, so I gotta wait for it. Okay, I don't know where that ghost shot went, but there we go. Just killed these guys really quickly, just so they wouldn't be behind me shooting me. You know, I thought that would do more damage and actually kill them, but... Oh. Jeez. Okay, right here is the first case of the Solar Shanks. I swapped back to my Hard Light just so I can deal with them really quickly. I didn't walk too far forward, because if you did, that would spawn Exploder Shanks. It's not really a problem here, but I just wanted to take care of the Overload right across with my Overload Bow really quickly, before I spawned in anything else. Alright, that purple effect was the Linear Fusion Rifle debuffing because of Particle Deconstruction. So it's always good to know if you ever see that color, that means there's a debuff. Okay, I'm just killing all the other stuff, make sure there's nothing there. Oh, there's a sniper. It's like that the back of that truck or whatever that is was in my way. I don't know where that shot went either. It's like it does too much damage too quickly so it doesn't register. But it's not that big of a problem. It's just more of like an annoyance thing. That was that room. It's going to be another overload in this hallway. It's honestly really easy to deal with. Just kill everything else first if you can. If not, they're just dregs. And there's actually only one more champion out here, and that is an anti-barrier. There it is. Got a shield down. There we go. And now it's going to spawn the rest of the ads. The Nightmare Dregs, or in the Nightmare Shank, are more of an annoyance. They have a lot more health than they deserve to. But here we are. The good thing about solar shields is that if you break one, it bursts. If you're matching the energy type of the weapon with the shield, it bursts and all the others around it break and deal extra damage to the things encased in the shield. Okay, now it's starting to shoot me. I guess I didn't realize it. Okay. Just gotta get my health back. I'm gonna kill these dregs over here just so I can have somewhat of a safe spot. Okay, so all the ads were annoying me, so I just popped my super right here. If they're being protected by the servitor, you can actually bypass that with a super attack. I guess it just overrides the damage. Okay, I'm trying to use the rest of my super here. There's a few ads left. Okay, there we go. Okay, I didn't worry about that shank. I was kind of playing dangerously here. You can always play more towards the entrance. I believe in some cases it actually might have been easier. Oh, now we should go to open the chest. And that is the lost sector. Under 5 minutes.